Hello, welcome back to Wiki Puzzles. In today's video, I'm gonna show you my third completed section of the Disney puzzle, Dumbo. You can skip to the time-lapse by clicking on the link in the description if you want. So, let's have a look on this puzzle. Like for the other sections of the big puzzle, there is a hidden Mickey Mouse symbol on this picture. I will show you where it is, but before that I give you a few seconds to search for it on your own. Here we go, there is Mickey Mouse made of bubbles. The puzzle shows us a happy Dumbo with his mouse friend. This section is not in the corner, so it has three edges where we have this glimmering part and only one side where the film tape shows us the iconic scenes of the movie. About the numbers, the puzzle is 4032 pieces, which means 72 and 56 pieces. It's about 1.36 meters long and 0.96 meter wide. I needed a one-day break after the 5th day, so I finished the puzzle in 7 days. Now let's see the progress of each day. I opened the bag in my usual way, then immediately put all the pieces in my box. This puzzle has a lot of difficult sections which I cannot start to work on with my grab and put technique, so I decided to sort from the beginning. I had 6 piles, border, film tape and its blue background, Dumbo, Timothy the mouse, the bucket and the background behind them, water, background and tub, glimmering parts. The sorting took me a little more than 1.5 hours. It wasn't the most successful sorting in my puzzle career. I felt that sometimes I wasn't consistent and pieces of the same section ended up in different boxes. I started with the film tape. It's easy because of the recognizable little pictures. I love this section of these puzzles. When it was almost done, I arranged the border pieces and put the ones in their places which have pictures on them. The next part was the border of the film tape. It's not the easiest, but the already completed film tape gives a little help. I sorted the remaining pieces of this section by their shapes and continued with the blue background. After arranging the pieces, I could go with the border. I finished this part and I grabbed the box with the animals and lots of other stuff on the picture. The mouse is really easy because of the colors of his pieces. Dumbo also has some recognizable parts. The easiest were his eyes and mouth. I realized it's better to sort the pieces by shades. I got 2 piles. Lighter colors, we can say peach shade, and darker, grey and black. The outline of Dumbo was easy to assemble after I searched for all of them in the box. I sorted the lighter pieces by their shapes and arranged them in the boxes. Dumbo's eyes are a little weird here, but don't worry, I will fix it when the time comes. Progress of the first day. All pieces are sorted based on the picture. Border, film tape and the background around it. Timothy the mouse. Dumbo's eyes, mouth and outline. It's time to add some color to Dumbo's iconic ears. Since there isn't so much unique pieces here, I tried to search for the pieces which are connected to the already completed parts. When I didn't find a piece, I didn't spend too much time on it, I tried another one. Rearranging the pieces, of course. I started with the smaller ear. The other one has a big bubble in it. Maybe I sorted those pieces into the water pile in the beginning. I did not finish this section completely, I still had some pieces in this box, but I jumped to the next one. Let's see the box with the grey-black pieces. After I put a few pieces in their places, yeah, that's right, I decided to sort and arrange these pieces. It just helps me with these kind of pictures. Some of these boxes are really colorful. Dumbo has a lot of grey pieces, of course. I tried to find the missing pieces one by one. Some smaller details and also the shades tried to help me. The boxes still had a lot of colors, but I didn't feel sorting them at that moment. Dumbo is almost done, it's missing mostly his lighter parts. And now it's water time. There are some unique pieces which I managed to find on the picture and put in their places. Progress of the second day. Dumbo almost done. Some pieces of the water. I grabbed the pieces which left from the previous pile and mixed them with the water pieces, so I got a look on all of these pieces in an arranged state, of course. I tried to find a piece for a specific place and not the other way like I usually do. The grey-blue water, where Dumbo sits, was relatively simple, then the lighter blue parts came. The picture sometimes was helpful, sometimes not. I didn't finish all the water, but I wanted a little change, so I got the box which I sorted the background pieces into. While putting the unique pieces in their places, I sorted the others into little different piles. I left the darker background pieces in the box. Yes, I was right in the beginning. This box turned out to be really random, considering how different sections pieces I put into it. Progress of the third day. Dumbo is really almost done. Most of the water is ready. Started the tub and the bucket. Part of background is sorted. And the Mickey Mouse symbol. I started the day with assembling the background parts which were sorted previous day. I took all the pieces which were not sorted in the glimmering parts pile, sorted them by shapes and arranged them in the boxes. Using these pieces, I almost finished assembling Dumbo. I filled some holes for the water. The next section was the bucket. I could count on the black shaped pieces here. I could use the cutting pattern strategy here because the other side of the puzzle was already done with the same cutting pattern. I worked randomly the remaining sections. It depended on which seemed more interesting to me at that moment. Progress of the fourth day. Dumbo, water and bucket are done. Most of the tub and background are done. I didn't have too much strategy here. I continued random parts of the puzzle except the glimmering parts. Sometimes I had to rearrange the pieces because I had such a mess in the boxes. When I looked at the boxes, I saw that there are still a lot of shades that helped me a lot in the last parts. There were these pieces that I could not find in any of these boxes. Maybe they are missing. Or could it happen that I sorted them to the glimmering parts? It bothered me a lot, so it was time to grab all the remaining pieces, sort them by shapes, and arrange them in the boxes. And it was such a relief to find that black piece in the glimmering pile. I don't know how I sorted this here, but it definitely did not belong, but the good news is that this piece is not missing. Luckily, that's true for the other two pieces too. Now that I have all the pieces sorted by shapes, the gap filling became really easy. At the end of the day, I worked on the upper part of the background. Progress of the 5th day. Finish the bottom of the tub. Water and background are done. All remaining pieces are sorted and arranged in the boxes. There were some pieces at the bottom and on the sides which were not so sparkling, and was relatively easy to find these pieces among the other ones. Alright, now only the glimmering parts have to be finished. The cutting pattern strategy helped me a lot here. As you can see, I put the non-regular pieces in place first, because there are less of them and easier to find. To have some variety here, sometimes I switched places. But let's be honest, it's not a big change. But how I felt here, it seemed a lot. Fortunately, the shades are not the same on the sides. I could use it as a little help. Interestingly enough, I did not use the picture here. I don't even know how many times I rearranged the pieces. Progress of the 6th day, most of the left and right side, some parts at the bottom. How to continue? How about the remaining glimmering parts? These are not really my favorite in these puzzles. It's only a matter of time and patience, and it will be done soon. Now it's time to watch the whole time lapse. I finished the puzzle in 43 hours and 30 minutes. In my box opening video, I made an order by difficulty based on my thoughts, which pictures can be easier or more difficult. I guessed Dumbo as 8, but it was faster than Cinderella, so I think this list won't be accurate at all. Now it's time to choose the next puzzle. So, the next video related to this big Disney puzzle will be about The Lion King. Thank you for joining me in this video, I hope you liked it. See you next time, keep puzzling!